Thank you, President Ben Chandler, for the invitation and for your leadership. Ben and I have been friends for a long time. I know how committed he is to putting heart and muscle behind ending this pandemic and saving lives. Let me also thank your governor, Andy Beshear, another friend from our days as attorneys general, for his smart, decisive action to fight COVID-19 and get more Kentuckians vaccinated. To Public Health Commissioner Dr. Stephen Stack and to Vivian Lasley-Bibbs, Kentucky Director of Health Equity at the Department for Public Health, we owe you volumes for your tireless work to address the health needs of Kentuckians. Our nation is facing a moment of reckoning. This pandemic has taken too many lives and livelihoods. It has robbed children of their parents and of their teachers. It has shuttered businesses and overwhelmed hospitals. And Kentucky is no exception. We need everyone's help to fight back, and that's why I'm with you today. Kentuckians can help us save lives. Kentuckians can help end this pandemic. What we have to do isn't rocket science. Get vaccinated, take steps like mask wearing indoors, and encourage family and friends to do the same. We do these things not because they're fun or second nature, but because they work. They're based on science and evidence. They save lives. Call me crazy, and I guess some people really do, but truly, this does not require a rocket science degree, if there is such a thing. My friends, the earth really is round. How round is it? Well, more than 660,000 Americans have died from COVID-19. And because some flat earthers, especially those in places of influence, choose to peddle fiction, we're losing more of our loved ones today than we were a few months ago. Flat earthers, meet Delta. The Delta variant besieging our nation is faster, stronger, and more contagious. It spreads more than twice as easily as the original COVID virus. It went from accounting for 1% of COVID cases in May to being the beast behind the vast majority of cases today. But we're not helpless. Our loved ones are not helpless. Our communities can fight back. We have enough supply of highly effective vaccines to stop this variant. We are making sure that Americans have the facts and access to the vaccine that they need to protect themselves. And HHS is working with you, literally as we speak, to blunt this Delta surge and save lives. Case in point, our Office of Preparedness and Response has deployed a 15-person team from the National Disaster Medical System to St. Clair Regional Medical Center in Moorhead, Kentucky. You'll find them working shoulder to shoulder right now with your healthcare heroes in real time as we speak. Now, I shouldn't have to repeat this, but I will. The vaccines we have are safe. They are highly effective. More than 200 million Americans are alive today to tell you that. They've had at least one shot. We have enough supply of these vaccines to stop Delta and other variants. We're preparing boosts to supplement those already vaccinated when the science tells us we're ready. We'll have enough supply to reach out to our children under 12 when the science tells us we're ready. And we're making sure that Kentuckians and all Americans know every bit about this. Let me be blunt. If folks want to avoid a hospital stay due to COVID, they should be vaccinated. Here are the uncontested facts. Virtually no vaccinated person in America has had a severe breakthrough case of COVID-19. More to the point, 99% of Americans dying from COVID are unvaccinated Americans. And getting the vaccine is easy. 90% of Americans have access to a vaccine within 5 miles of where they live. In most places that offer vaccines, anyone can make an appointment the same day or walk in. The faster we all get vaccinated, the faster we beat this pandemic, and the faster we get back to normal. And more importantly, the safer you and your loved ones will be. The harm caused by those who lack confidence in or who denigrate the vaccine cannot be overstated. The failure to get vaccinated cannot be overstated. We only need to read the local newspapers to get a clear picture. In Idaho, public health leaders began healthcare rationing for the state's northern hospitals because there are more coronavirus patients than the institutions can handle. In King County, Washington State, people not fully vaccinated are 50 times more likely to be hospitalized and 30 times more likely to die of COVID-related illness. Here in Kentucky, hospitals have been pushed to the brink. One of your large healthcare facilities operates at 130% above capacity due to the influx of COVID patients. That's why President Biden is implementing a 6-pronged, comprehensive national strategy to combat COVID. Don't worry, I'll save the details of it for my next 45-minute speech. Sisters and brothers, if we're going to save loved ones' lives together in the months ahead, we've got to get shots in arms, and we must continue to do our part. You must continue to be the trusted messengers that our communities need. The stories of shortages of ICU beds, of exhausted medical workers, of maskless indoor gatherings of unvaccinated partygoers can sink the heart. It doesn't have to be this way. We can beat this virus. We'll beat it with the facts and the science, and we'll need to build vaccine confidence in our communities, and not just for the COVID vaccine, but for other critical and recommended vaccines such as for measles and whooping cough moving forward. We will beat COVID because we know the earth is not flat, because we know that every American, regardless of their race, religion, or politics, wants to save the life of a loved one. There are a few things I've learned in life, sometimes the hard way. If you're in Vegas, never put money down the drain of a slot machine that just finished paying off big time for the previous player. If you're in a car with your children, buckle up. Everyone. Lessons learned. Common sense. Maybe it wasn't that way before, but today, that's common sense. Why would any American not accept that common sense? Ben, ladies and gentlemen, don't you agree it's time for common sense? The clock's ticking. We will defeat COVID. But COVID's not the only game in town. We have a fight ahead against opioids. We have Americans struggling from profound mental stress from the pandemic. And we still have millions of Americans in the recesses of our country who are waiting for their chance to visit a doctor or step into a hospital without fearing that they will go bankrupt. So we have work to do. COVID is job one, but we have lots of other jobs to do. There's no time to waste. I'm confident that with the leaders and trusted voices here today, we can do our part to get our loved ones vaccinated, beat back this pandemic, and help America build back better. And we'll do it Kentucky strong. Thank you.